Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something that I have honestly been dreading, like ish guys. If there's one thing I don't like to talk about is mjolo, because I have a lot of trauma, ne? Bang hurdy, so ish. But yeah, I'm going to be giving you guys a bit of a story time about a time a man showed me dust, hey? And yeah, ever since this, mjolo in GC is just it's not for the weak, guys. It's for very strong-minded people and ish guys. I want to be stable in the mind. I want to be at peace.
My mental health comes first, baby. My mental health comes first.
So ever since this story that I'm about to tell you guys, I've decided that mjolo is not for me. And but not personally high. So guys, if you're interested in hearing a story time about me being a Popeye, then stay tuned and yeah, let's get into the video. First of all, before I start my story time, I just want to give a disclaimer, guys. This video is simply meant for entertainment purposes. It's not meant to like drag the person that I'm going to be talking about. It's not meant to like shit on them or like anything like that. It's just meant to like solely for entertainment. And disclaimer number 2, guys, I am not interested or I'm not trying to hear anything negative about the story, guys. I know I was a Popeye. I'm aware of it. I realize my mistakes. I have healed from them, which is why I'm comfortable with talking about it today. So if you are going to go in the comment section and tell me, girl, you should have, I know, babe, I know, but I didn't. Because it's easy to talk about a situation when you're not in it. But wait until that other gender is there like batting the eyelashes at you and telling you, yeah, babe, I'm sorry. You lose it, guys. So Nalas can't judge, guys. And any kind of judgeful comments, I'm just not gonna reply. Okay, guys, before I begin the story time, guys, 90% of you guys watching my videos are not subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe if you're enjoying my content. Like, guys, join the family. We're here every single week, non-stop. I cannot even express to you how much you guys subscribing even means to me. It means the absolute world. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and let's get right into the video. Okay, so guys, I'm not going to be telling you guys the people's names, like the people involved in this story, just out of respect for them, Wawan. I'm just going to be using fake names. So the main character, the guy on Herding, I want to call him Frederick, I guess. So, hey, how I met Frederick. Me and Frederick met last year, 2022, January. We started talking on Instagram. And at this time, I'm studying in Russia. He's in Bots, in GC to be specific. So we started talking. Like I think I replied to her story, and then yeah, it started off from there. I think we just got to know each other. At first, we started off as friends. Everything was casual. Everything was cool, nice. So then eventually he asked for my number, and then we like went on like I think it was a Zoom call. I don't know why we were Zoom calling, but we Zoom called. So we went on a Zoom call, and yeah, it was nice. Like he was fun, and like I'm like the type of person who like I just like a guy who can make me laugh. So he made me laugh. Everything was like perfect in the beginning. Like I could not have asked for anything better. And it's like I'm not really open to like the idea of long distance because I feel like not even as a thing of me. I just feel like men like to be free, Wawan. So I don't want to be the type of person who's like locking down a man and like forcing them to like be with me when I know that I'm studying in Russia and I might even stay for my master's. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was not even looking for anything at this point. Like I had nothing going into this. It was just he's fun to talk to and we're enjoying getting to know each other. Cool. So then while we were busy talking, like I think this was around February, March, he'd always like tell me like, yo, my phone isn't working that great, this, that. And then me being the person that I am, I was like, you know what? Okay, since your phone is not working that great, I'm going to be coming to Bots in June or July. So let me buy you a phone. And then when I come there, you'll give me the money for the phone. And then, yeah, we can just continue things. And then he was like, it's as long as, like, he wasn't really that open to the idea at first. But then I was like, you know what? I insist. It's okay. Like, it's fine. I genuinely don't mind. And then he was like, all right, cool. So then I bought him the phone. This was while I was still in Russia, around May, yeah, while I was still in Russia. Around May, I bought him the phone. It was an iPhone X. So I buy him an iPhone X, and then yeah, we just keep talking and we're getting to know each other. So by June 28th, I think, that's when I landed in Bots. And then he was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. I'm so excited to meet you. Like, and like by this time, like he knew like so much about me because I talked to him every single day. Like we were always on the phone, just getting to know each other. It was amazing. Like I could not have faulted him at all. Like he was not showing any kind of red flags, because it's like me, I tend to go for guys that are more mean and like stuff like that. And he was like so kind, so sweet, so everything. So it was very, very easy to fall for him. So yeah, at this point, like we had already like expressed that we really, really like each other. And yeah, we both believed it could be something more. And then he was like, oh my God, I really, really want to meet you. So I was like, okay, let me just have some time with my family and then we can discuss like meeting. Then he was like, cool. So I spent the first 2 days just like, reuniting with my family. I hadn't seen them in 3 years. It was nice. So then on July 1st, I was like, okay, let's meet up. Let's, go out. Let's do this. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to be running errands. And guys, this running errands thing is going to be a trend in the story. I'm going to be running errands on this day, but let me just make some time for you so that we can at least meet and just see each other so that I know you're a real person. And I was like, okay. So then we decided we're going to meet at Airport Junction. So yeah, I live in Muchudi. And then yeah, he just came to Airport Junction and yeah, we met like right outside of, I think it was Spa. And he was so kind, guys. Like I could not say a bad word about him at the time. Like he was so kind, he was so sweet, and he was so everything. So I was like, okay, here's your phone. And then he like expressed to me, he was like, okay, listen, I don't have all the money now, but I can pay you in bits and pieces because I'm earning money in bits and pieces. And I was like, cool, that's cool. Like I wasn't tripping over it because honestly, the phone or anything had nothing to do with like me liking him. So it was like I was okay with that arrangement. And also I was at the time I had money, so I didn't really need the money that urgently. So then I gave him the phone and then we hugged and he was like, oh my God, you're so perfect, you're so beautiful, you're so this. And like I was so excited because like he was everything like I anticipated he would be. Like I don't know, like sometimes when you meet someone it can be kind of awkward. It was not awkward at all. It was a good time. And then we went into his car and then I can't remember where he drove me though. Oh yeah, we met at Airport Junction and then we went into his car together and then we went on a date at CBD and we had a couple of drinks. It was fun, like we had a good time. And then I got so drunk. I got so drunk. And then like because I was too drunk to like go with public transport or anything, I called my driver to come pick me up. So then, yeah, my driver came and then he like escorted me to the car and he put me inside the car and like he was like, bye, I'll see you. And I'm like, okay, bye. And then like we kissed and then yeah, I went home. So then like now like he has the phone. So I'm like, okay, our communication should get better. But no, guys, I was wrong. Our communication went like this. It went wessa. Guys, like okay, so this is what happened. Like he was all of a sudden so busy. He had no time to even talk. For the first few days, everything was fine. But hey guys, as time went on, he became less and less and less and less available. So then it's like, I'm like, okay, so when are we gonna meet again? Then he'll be like, oh no, we'll meet on Tuesday. I just have to do this and this and this and this on the other days. But on Tuesday I'll be free. Why Tuesday will come? This man is not free. And then one time I was going on a friend date with my friend. Her name is Busiso. Then I'm like, dude, can I come see you before like whatever? Like, can we just meet up? And then he's like, yeah, sure. So then it's like I go to Airport Junction again because it's like the closest mall to my place that's like on the way to Gads. So I go to Airport Junction again. He comes and then he's like, dude, look, I have to go do this. I have to go do this. I have to go do this. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay. And then he like just drove me to CBD to see my friend's Busiso. And like at this point, like I'm visibly annoyed. Like I'm very much like my patience has run out because it's like you're always too busy. You're always doing something. And it's like, I don't know. I just wanted things to be fine. So of course I was like kind of giving him the coach or that whole ride to CBD. But like, who can blame me, guys? This guy all of a sudden doesn't have time for me. And I had even told him, I was like, dude, you had more time for me when I was in Russia than you do while I'm right under your nose. I don't understand. Make it make sense. And like deep down in my heart, like till this day, I don't know if it like stems from my insecurity or like it was actually true. But then I actually feel like this guy was like, he just wanted the phone. Like he got bored and then he just wanted to like get his phone, pay for it, and then have nothing to do with me. And I don't know why he kept on pushing things. I don't know why he kept on like keeping me in the loop. Like he could have been like, nah, dude, like look, I'm not actually interested, or like something. I don't know. Or maybe like it was a bad time for him. I don't know. Like I cannot, I never got the closure of like the understanding of like why he acted the way he did. But I just have my own speculations, and mine is just like things changed after he got the phone. So what if it has something to do with the phone? What if he just, like it was just a business agreement and I ended up catching feelings? Who knows? Yeah, at this point, like we had talked and he was the one who came up with this. He was like, okay, look, I really, really like you. I like getting to know you. This was us texting. So I think that we should be exclusive. I was like, okay, that's fine. You see? Because it's like I wasn't doing anything before. Like in my head, we were already exclusive. It was just putting a label for him. So then I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. I'm cool with that. And then yeah, that was us now. We're just exclusively dating. Cool. By exclusive, I mean just dating each other. Like nobody else in the equation. That's what exclusive means. Well, also I thought. But that's the dictionary definition. So then, guys, where was I before? No, he drove me to the date with Sibusiso. And then after driving me to the date with Sibusiso, he just like left. Like he left us and then me and her just like hung out and was chilling. Cool. So then fast forward a few weeks and it's like, it's the constant, oh, can we meet up? I'm too busy. Can I see you? I'm too busy. 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 Man is always too busy. Like he's always doing something. And like I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what? It's a busy time in his life. People tend to be busy. It's fine. But guys, not even 5 minutes. And guys, I'm so easy to please. I'm not the type to be like, okay, take me to room 52 for a date. No, I'm very like, let's hang out and watch Netflix type of girl. Like I don't care about the glitz and the glam. I don't care about spending money. Like we could sit outside and eat semonate for a date and I'm happy. So then after weeks and weeks and weeks of this person being too busy, like this was the point where I should have given up, guys. This was the point where I should have been like, you know what, deuces, it's fine. But no, I didn't. I was still there. I was still constantly asking for time. I was constantly asking for attention. And then after some time, he was like, you know what? I know I've always been too busy. I know I'm always like doing something, but like I actually want to make the time for you. So I'm going to pick you up for like a dinner and like we can literally like have a night to just like enjoy each other's company. So then it's like, cool. So I'm excited for this night. And I'm like, cause I live in Muchudi, I'm gonna come to one of my friend's house. Let's call her Maseo. And, I'm gonna get ready there and like, I'm gonna like do everything there. So I'm at my friend's house and I'm waiting for this guy to come pick me up. So I'm so excited. I'm clearly excited. I'm telling myself, like things are going well. He told me. So then he texts me. He's like, okay, I'm still by phase 4. After I finish here at phase 4, I'm going to come pick you up. Cool. So then I start getting ready. I do my hair, I do my makeup, I get all cute, I get all glam. And like, I'm excited. I'm sitting there. And then I text them. I'm like, yo, how far are you? And then no, 1212, this guy's profile picture and status disappear. This guy's blocked me, guys. He blocked me. And like, it came out of nowhere because it's like, I'm waiting for you to come pick me up. And he blocked me. Like, I was blocked. It was just that I'm blocked. So then Maseo, instead of like comforting me or anything, she adds like salt to like the fire or whatever it's called. Is it oil to the water? I don't know. That's saying. She adds that and then she calls one of my friends and then they just start laughing at me. And it's like, I don't even know I'm saying friends, eh? And it's like, obviously, like at this point, I'm just like defeated. So it's like, and like when I'm at that point, like when I'm genuinely at my peak, I start crying and it's like, I'm not making any sound. Like it's just tears falling from my eye directly to the ground. So it's like at this point, I had already taken off my makeup. I'm already wearing pajamas and whatnot, and I'm crying. Like I'm sitting in bed and I'm crying. So then it's like, even as Masero and my other friend are like on the phone and I can hear that they're like, yo, blokile, and like stuff like that. And it's like, it's all a joke to them. It's like, honestly, I didn't even have the energy to just sit there and be like, yo guys, just take a break or anything. I just cried. And I don't know, guys. I don't want to solely blame Frederick for this, guys. But guys, Botswana depressed me. I got so depressed during this time, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was like there was a lot going on here. There was a lot of noise. There was a lot of family problems. So it's like, I don't know where the depression came from, but I know when I flew back to Russia, I was depressed again. So yeah, after he blocked me that night, when you just give up. And like I was already at Masago's house, it was at night, there was nothing I could do. I just got in bed and I slept. What could I do? I just slept and I was a mess. I was genuinely a mess. So the next day, the person Masako was talking to on the phone, she shows up. And then I'm like, yo, can I borrow your phone? I want to call Frederick. And then she's like, you can try. Because I had tried calling him directly many, many, many times. And every single time it would just go to voicemail. So then it's like, I call him with her phone. Like it rings twice. And then he answers. He's like, hello? And then I'm like, hi, it's Aisha. And then he pretends he can't hear me. He's like, hello, hello. And then he hangs up. Then I try calling the number again. I don't know why I was trying so hard. I regret this so much. I try calling the number again, and obviously it goes straight to voicemail. So by the end of this day, like I was so fed up. I was so fed up. Like I didn't think there was anything this guy could say for me to like be like, it's fine. And then he unblocks me and then he tells me, oh, something came up last night. Like something genuinely came up. And I'm like, bro, why didn't you just talk to me? Like, why didn't you just tell me that something came up? He's like, nah, I feel like I've been standing you up for so long that like you wouldn't have understood, you would have been upset. I already had enough problems going on. I couldn't like, take the stress of like or the weight or anyone else at that time. I was going through so much. And I'm like, okay. No, I'm like genuinely like I can't really express what he was expressing to me, but I don't know if it was true at the time, but his explanation, it was just something I would not imagine anyone lying about. So I imagined that what he told me that night was true and then he blocked me. But, at the time, that's what I thought. So then I was like, dude, okay, fine. But like, I will not take this. Like, I will not let this happen again. Like, if you have a problem, talk to me. I'm not the devil. I'm a very understanding person, or I try to be. So just talk to me and we can try to find common ground. You see, it may be disappointing, it may be hurtful, but if it's really that serious, I'm not sure I'd ask you to go out with me if I knew it was that serious. Cool, we just make up. And it's like for some days, obviously, I'm on the fence. Like you can tell I'm like standoffish, but like he's trying, he's putting in the extra effort, he's texting a bit more. Then I'm like, all right, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so after like he had blocked me and whatnot, we had like decided we're like, okay, let's like look for like a date and like, just meet up. And I was like, all right, cool. We were supposed to meet at a restaurant in CBD. So I got all dressed, I got all cute, and I went to the restaurant. This was around 5 p.m. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for him. And then I call him. Then he's like, yo, I'm on my way. Don't worry. So I'm sitting at the restaurant. I like get myself a Long Island. I'm like, I'm waiting for him. And guys, I'm at Black. Keep in mind, I'm at Black in CBD. Hey, so, wow, guys, 30 minutes passes, 1 hour passes. I'm texting him. Mans is not replying. I'm like, bruv, where are you? Where are you? And he's not replying. He's not replying, guys. So I'm sitting there for hours and hours and hours and hours being the person that I am. I'm waiting for this guy. And he doesn't come. He doesn't come. And then eventually, after like 3 hours, I call one of my other friends. I'm like, yo, can I at this restaurant? Could you come here and just keep me company? Then she comes and it's like, I'm crying, guys. I'm genuinely crying. I'm bawling my eyes out to the point where someone sitting at the next table came to me and was like, sister, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not okay. This man was supposed to come on a date with me and he's missing Khara before. I'm confused. And then she's like, no, don't worry, you're perfect. You're this, you're beautiful. You don't deserve that. Leave the man alone. And it's like, guys, I'm being comforted by a total stranger while I'm crying in CBD, guys. That was embarrassing. Hey guys, I had reached a new low. And then he doesn't show up for the date. So then one of the people working the restaurant was a friend of his. So then I'm like, dude, do you have any idea where this guy is? And then he was like, oh, he's at Primi. What do you mean he's at Primi? Guys, Primi is a 5-minute walk from Black. What do you mean he's at Primi? Hey. So then I'm like, what do you mean? He was supposed to come meet me here. Couldn't he at least be like, oh, come meet me at Primi? And then I walk to Primi. Like, I pay the bill at Black and I walk to Primi. I'm there, I'm walking, I'm mad. I'm like, yo. And then my friend is like, nah, bro, calm down. It's fine, it's fine. I'm like, no, I'm not calm. What do you mean calm down? And then I enter the building and he's sitting with some of his friends who are girls and he's just there laughing, having the time of his life. And then I'm like, Frederick, what's happening? Why are you here? Like, but we're not supposed to be out. Like, what's going on? And then he's like, oh, Aisha, what's up? How you doing? And then I'm like, I'm good. What do you mean, how am I doing? I'm good. And then I'm like, dude, were we not supposed to be meeting at Black today? He's like, oh, you know, it's my friend's birthday, dude. I'm like, it's your friend's birthday at Primi. And he's like, yeah, it's my friend's birthday at Primi. And then I'm like, dude, I was sitting there for a couple hours and I was crying and I was waiting for you. It's like, I didn't know. Then I was like, I tried calling you many times. Your number wasn't going through. And then he like takes out his phone from the pocket, the phone that I got him. He's like, look, dude, my phone has been dead for hours. I'm like, but you knew I was waiting for you. He was like, I thought when you saw that I wasn't coming, you would have called a friend. I'm like, yo. Yeah, so then eventually he's like, you know what, let me take you home. You seem tired. You seem very, very tired. So he takes me and my friend inside the car and he drives us to her house. And then he drives right back to Prem, where we left him, after driving us home. And I'm like, yeah. So guys, as if this was not enough, there's more. Like this should have been my final straw, but no, I had more straws. I forgave him for that. Hey. So then eventually we start talking, and I'm like, dude, you really owe me like a good date. Like you've put me through so much. Like just take me out. Like let's have fun. And then he's like, okay, what do you want to do? And then I'm like, you've been talking about playing pool so much. I want you to teach me how to play pool. So then we come up with that idea. I'm like, okay, he's like, I'm going to teach you how to play pool. And then what do you want to do? And I'm like, we can just drink wine and just like talk and stuff. And then it's like, yeah, cool. We have an idea. And it's like, that's the idea. We're going to go on a date. We're going to drink wine and we're going to play pool. So then we had like already set a date. We're like, okay, on this day, we're going to do that. So then the day comes, obviously. So I text him in the morning. I'm like, yo, I'm in GC. Like I was at a family member's house, a relative's house in GC. So then I was like, okay, I'm in GC, I'm here. When do you want to like go out? And I tell him exactly where I am. Then he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be like running errands like today. This was like towards the end of July. Like I was supposed to leave Russia in August, and this was like towards the end of July. So every single thing that has happened was within a time frame of July 1 and July 30. Like this guy single-handedly just flabbergasted me in that short of a time frame. But like, to be honest, guys, it felt like longer, mainly because we had been talking since January. So imagine how that felt for me. So it comes the day when we are supposed to meet up. And then I text him in the morning. I'm like, yo, where are you? Like, what time do you want to meet up? And he's like, listen, today I'm going to be running errands. Hey, Frederick Hakara running errands. But Frederick never gets tired of running. That man was always running something. Errands. Wait, him and running errands were like this. So then it's like, he's like, I'm going to be running errands, but I will meet you at night around 8. I was like, cool. I'm like, okay, I'm going to meet up with my friend Leah and we're going to hang out. And then later you can come pick me up. And then he's like, okay, that's fine. So then I call Leah and I'm like, yo, Leah, what time do you want to come to my place? I'm waiting for you. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to go for poetry class. And then after poetry class, I'll come to you. And I was like, okay. And it was like, this whole situation had been on my neck so much that I had not even seen Leah in the 1 month I had been there. And it's like, Leah is like one of my closest friends. Leah and Sibusiso are like my oldest friends, like in this life. Yeah, so then Leah had to go for poetry class. And then she said that she was going to come to me after. So then I was like, all right, Leah, cool. I'll be waiting for you. So I just waited the whole day. You know, I was chilling. It was cool. I was texting Leah, just checking up on her, how far she is. So then around 2, I was supposed to meet up with Frederick around 8. Around 2, Leah texts me and is like, yo, I'm at poetry class and I'm with my friend. Her friend's name is, let's call this friend Kate. So she's there with Kate and then she's like, yo, Leah calls me and she's like, yo, Kate just told me she's going on a date. Kate is one of my old classmates. I used to school with her back in the day. Hey? Then I'm like, cool, I'm happy for her. Who is she going on a date with? And then she's like, with Frederick. And I'm like, hey? What do you mean? I'm like, Frederick who? And then she's like, you're Frederick, the one you said you're going on a date with tonight. And I'm like, what do you mean? No, it can't be. It can't be. Maybe she's talking about someone different. And then she even mentioned the last name. She's like, Frederick, this person. I'm like, eh? What do you mean they're going on a date? What do you mean? Maybe they're friends. And then she says, no, she just told me they're going on a date. And they're texting right this minute to plan the date, right next to me. I'm not blind. And I was like, And then I didn't believe it. Like, it took some time. I was like, nah, it can't be. She's bullshitting. It can't be, man. And then I was like, what are they going to do on this alleged date? And then Leah says, oh, it was recently Kate's birthday, so they're going to go drink wine and play pool. Ha.
Right.
They're going to do what? And guys, this was where it really started to sink in that she wasn't bullshitting me. Because, guys, that was a date that I planned. It was something that I planned with him. It was my idea. What do you mean you're going to drink wine and play pool with her? Yeah, guys. And this is where, like, you know in the cartoons where the steam is like coming to your head and it's like rising up here. This is where that was happening to me. Guys, I was so mad. I was so mad. Because I'm like, after all this guy put me through, he's recycling my date ideas. After everything this guy has fucking done, I was so mad. And then I was like, okay, Leah, what do I do? Do we tell Kate? What do we do? She's like, dude, I don't want it to look like I'm switching sides, because Kate is also my friend. I'm like, cool. It's fine. Thank you for telling me. And I'll be expecting you at my house in a bit. So then I hang up the phone with Leah, and like, at this point, I'm fuming. Like this steam, like, all the clarity came to my eyes at this very point. I was like, I cannot believe I was such a clown for this guy. And he's gonna do me like this. And guys, keep in mind, at this point, I am clearly depressed. Like, I am so down bad. And this was like my tipping point. Hey, so I was happy that Leah told me, hey. So then after Leah told me, I called Busiso and I'm like, dude, this guy's doing this. What's happening? So then Busiso is like, dude, don't worry. Like, I'm going to Primi at night. Come meet me at Primi. Like, let's go hang out and stuff. Let's just have some drinks and we can talk about it there. So then I'm like, cool, we can go to Primi tonight. So during the day, like, I'm obviously like anxious. Like, I'm thinking about what's going to happen. Like, this is before, like, Leah comes over. Like, it was so hard. And my mom could see that something was wrong. And my mom comes to me and she's like, Nana, what's wrong? What's wrong? Nana, you can talk to me. And I'm like, Mom, I can't talk to you. I'm like, Mom, I can't talk to you. And then eventually Leah calls me, and then she said that, Kate said that she's going to get ready for her date, and then he's gonna come pick her up. So then at this point, I'm like fuming. So I call one of my other friends. We'll call him Kamo. So I call Kamo and I'm like, Kamo, come pick me up. We're gonna go to bus rank. We're gonna get Leah, and we're gonna see what the fuck is happening there. Because no. I do not suffer this hard on my Botswana experience to let a guy do this to me again. I was tired. No. Then Kamo comes and he picks me up. I get in the car. I'm like, yo, drive to bus rank. We drive to bus rank. We pick up Leah by Rail Park. After we pick up Leah, I'm like, Leah, where are they? Leah's like, I don't know. And honestly, the part that like will never like make sense to me in this head, this guy was really planning on taking her to that date and then taking me to that date at 8 p.m. on the same day. Hi, bo. Hey, so then I pick up Leah, and then I'm like, Leah, and then Leah has not seen me in 4 years. So Leah's trying to get in the hugs. I'm like, please, save the cute stuff for after this. Where are they? I know I have not seen you in 4 years, but you still have enough loyalty to like tell me about all this. I'm grateful, cool, but I need to know where they are. And then Leah's like, I don't know. And then I'm like, call Kate. Ask her where they are going. And then she's like, no. And then at this point, I'm like, call Kate. And then she's like, cool. So she calls Kate. And then Kate answers the phone. And then she's like, oh, hi, Kate. Where are you? And then Kate is like, yo, I'm in Frederick's car. You should have seen my heart at this point. My exclusive Frederick. My exclusive babe. I'm in Frederick's car. Oh, and then Leah's like, oh, where are you guys going? And then she's like, oh, we're going to Bullenbush. And then Leah's like, okay, have fun. And then Leah hangs up the phone. And then I'm like, Kamo, drive to Bullenbush. Kamo, drive there right now. And obviously, I'm having like a panic attack, guys, because I suffer from the most extreme anxiety. So I'm there, my heart is like, kutuku. And I'm like, Kamo, drive to Bullenbush right this minute. And then Kamo's like, yo, think about it, what you're gonna do, what are you gonna do? And then Kamo asks me, yo, what are you gonna say to Kate? And then I'm like, Kate? What problems do I have with Kate? Kate is not my problem here. And I personally, I don't find it cute, hey, when a guy is there doing his nonsense and then you're there hating on the girl he's doing that nonsense with. Because this girl is just as much a victim as you. Because I doubt she would go on this date if she knew you existed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had no problem with Kate. Kate was my OG. That was my shooter. She was my day one. So I was like, you know what? We school together. We've known each other for years. I had zero problems with Kate. My problem was Fredericky. Hey. So then I'm like, okay, let's go. So while they were driving to Bullenbush, and I'm like, come on, drive faster. And Korea, then eventually we get to Bullenbush. We arrived at Bullenbush before they could get there. So then Leah's like, yo, dude, if he sees you, Frederick might drive away. So go hide in the bathroom. Go hide in the bathroom. We'll call you when everyone is here so that you can just come and just like, see the situation firsthand. And I was like, cool. So I go into the bathroom and I chill for some time. Like I chill for maybe 10 minutes. And obviously I'm here panicking. And then Leah texts me. She's like, yo, Kate and Frederick are here. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, do I come out now? And then Leah doesn't respond. So I step out of the bathroom. And then as soon as I step out of the bathroom, Frederick is stepping into the male bathroom. So we make eye contact. And then, guys, he does this thing. Let me show you what he does. He does this thing, hey? You guys know when like someone is like entering someone. Let's say this is the male bathroom, eh? Let's say this is the male bathroom. He does that thing where he goes, Aisha. So he does that, ne? And I'm like, looking at him like, oh, okay. Well, let's see what he says. So I keep quiet. And then I'm walking past him because he's trying to enter the male bathroom. So I walk past him. And then he stops me. He's like, wait. Aisha, hi, what are you doing here? Nice to see you. And then I don't say anything to him. Like I walk past him. And then I walk to Leah and Kate. And then from like the corner of his eye, he can see that I'm walking to Kate. So I feel like this is where he realized this is a setup. I feel like this is where he realized that something is going on here and nobody told me that something is going on. So then he walks in the bathroom, ne? And then me and Leah and Kate are there catching up. I'm like, yo, can I, Kate? This guy has been, like talking to me for the last 8 months now. It's been 8 months we've been talking. And I'm like explaining to her and I'm showing her the receipts. I'm like, this. And then she's like, whoa, dude, I really didn't know. And then she's like, yo, he just told me like, yo, he fancies me and he wanted to take me on this date. So I'm like, really? Really? So then it's like, now it's getting messy. So then it's like, we're just debriefing each other on each of our experiences with him. She's telling me about her experience with him. I'm telling her about my experience with him. And it's just like, now we need the him. Frederick, come explain to us what's happening here. After we finish talking, debriefing about everything, we're chilling there, we're waiting for Frederick. Frederick is texting Kate in the toilet. He's like, yo, something just came up. I have an emergency. I have to leave. Emergency? What do you mean emergency? What happened to all that time you had to take 2 girls on the same date in the same day? What happened to all? What do you mean you have an emergency? And he's texting her. And I'm like, hey. And then she's showing me the messages. She's like, this is what he said. I'm like, and it's like at this point, guys, like, I feel like, guys, I'm a nice person, but hey, I'm not this. I know I'm not this nice. This was the point where I was like, I gotta make a heady, guys, make a heady. So then, eventually, like, I'm like, this guy has been taking too long in the toilet because it had been 20 minutes and this guy had not come out from the so-called toilet. So I go inside the boys' toilet. I start knocking on the doors. There's nobody. He's vanished into thin air. So then I go to Leah. I'm like, yo, this guy is missing. And I tell Kate, I'm like, yo, this guy is missing. She's like, he's texting me, but I don't know where he's texting me from. And then from there, like, me and Leah's like, yo, go check if his car is still there. So I go outside, I go check. His car is still there. That means he's still in the building. And guys, if you know Bullenbush, you know that there's one way to enter and there's one way to exit. So Leah's like, let's go stand by the door there. Let's go stand by the gate. Because there's only one exit in this place. I'm like, that's the most logical thing we can do. So me and Leah go stand by the gate. And then Kate, like, she just sits there and she keeps texting. And then eventually Kate, like, walks over to the other side of Bullenbush and he's standing there. And then he's there, like, talking to her. And then I'm like, you know what? Leah's like, yo, they're over there. Just go. And I'm like, I don't know. And then she's like, nah, just go. And then Leah's like hyping me up. She's like, dude, he was trying to take both of you on a date. He needs to address both of you evenly. I go to Kate and I stand right next to her. And like, I'm like just holding on to her because I don't know what to do. It's kind of an awkward situation. So I don't know what to do. And then he's like talking to her. He's like, yo, dude, I just got an emergency. I can't like stay here. And like, this was probably the most hurtful part for me at this point. This guy is not addressing me directly at all. Like, it's like he's mad at me for catching him doing what he's doing. And this was the most like hurtful thing to me at all, like in general.
But I heard that. They will hurt you. Oh, no.
Like, why are you mad at me when you are the one doing something wrong? Like, so then from there, like, he's like, yo, I need to go. And then Kate is like, you know what? I don't want any part of this drama. This is nonsense. And like, I was honestly on her side because it's like, nobody was yelling. Because me and Kate were not the type of girls to like, you know, like cuss or like yell or anything. So it's like, we were just like calm. We were just like trying to like see what's happening. But like nobody was yelling at him. Nobody was like, you know, like attacking him or anything. But I can understand that like whether someone is yelling at you or not, this is an uncomfortable situation to be in. But like just leaving the girls that, you know, like you've been leading along it was just a pretty bitchy move to me, like if you ask me. So then like Kate like calls one of her friends to come pick her up. And then her friend comes and her friend picks her up and then she like goes. So then I'm like, yo, Frederick, can we talk? And he's already by his car. And then he's like, sure. Hey, so I go to Frederick. I'm like, dude, what is happening here? And then he's like, what do you mean? And then I'm like, so much for being exclusive. And then I was like, dude, like, how would you feel if like you just came and then what I'm seeing here is like my man is like with another girl and like what? And then, guys, let me tell you how he fixed me at this point. Ne? Let me tell you how he swallowed my mouth. He goes, you know, Aisha, the problem is you're calling me your man. Guys, Leah was standing right next to me. So Leah was like, and I was like, I was so hurt, guys. I was like, what do you mean? And then I'm like, but you told me we're exclusive. Like, how do we define this exclusivity if it doesn't mean like I'm just for you and you're just for me? Like, I don't get it. What does exclusive mean to you guys now? Like, and comment down below, guys. Am I the one who got the impression of exclusive wrong? And then I'm just there like, dude, you literally told me we're exclusive and you're on a date with another girl, a date that we planned. And then he was like, oh, you know, the parts that I can take accountability for, I shouldn't have said we're exclusive and then taken someone else on a date. And I also shouldn't have made the date the exact same date that you planned. You know, like that was a bit low for me. But like, and then he like starts telling me, because this guy, like he makes music, right? So then he starts telling me, oh, you know, I brought Kate here because, you know, Kate also like dabbles in music. So this wasn't like a date. It was just me like, you know, wanting to get someone to help me with music and stuff. And I'm just there like, you really think I didn't talk to Kate? Like we both know that's a lie. Like whether it was some hidden agenda or not, we both know that's the reason you didn't bring Kate here. Like we're all adults here, just be honest with me. You know, we talk and the conversation goes absolutely nowhere. And then I'm like, you know what? Like, honestly, you have put me through enough. I'm tired. Like this night was just something I did not sign up for. When you told me you were going to take me out tonight and we're going to drink wine and play pool, this is not what I expected my night to be. So I'm just going to leave it alone. So bye. And then he also said bye. I got in Gamo's car. He got in his car. Hey, so then Leah was just telling me, you know what? He's not worth it. You deserve so much better. And then me and Leah went to Premi and just like hung out with Sibusiso, and Sibusiso was with some of our other friends. So yeah, this was my experience with him. And I never saw him again. And hi. He eventually texted me and was like, look, I don't want to end things with you on bad terms. So like, let's meet up and just like talk. And you would think that I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm not going to take that anymore. But I was like, yeah, let's meet up. Let's talk. This was like a few days later. I was like, yeah, let's just talk. Because I thought that I needed closure. Ne? So then obviously, him being him, every single time there was like time for me. And I was like, yo, let's meet up on this day. He was like, yo, I'm running errands. Let's meet up on this day. Yo, I'm running errands. He's always running errands. And I was like, are we ever going to talk at this rate? And then it just went on for the rest of the month I was there. Yeah, so then he'd always say he's too busy to like meet up, he's too busy to like hang out. And I would just be there like, okay, tomorrow, I guess, tomorrow. Because I kept wanting to believe, like, I kept wishing that like he'd go back to this person that like I first, talked to, but he never did. He never did. And then it came the last day of me being in boards. Like I texted him and I was like, yo, my flight is tomorrow. And then he was like, oh, okay, we can meet up today. And then I was like, okay. And then after some time, oh, no, I'm too busy. Cool. And then he goes, I'm too busy, but I'll come say goodbye to you at the airport. And like, guys, this was where I finally gathered my self-worth. I know it took a lot of chances, and you're probably watching this like, Aisha, can't you see that this guy doesn't like you? But yeah, at this point I was like, you know what, it's fine. You don't have to come see me at the airport. Like you've taken away enough of my happiness as it is. Like you've drained me. I'm not gonna allow you to take away my goodbye to my family. I'm not going to. Like I'm not going to give you the power to just tell me, oh, I can't make it on the day of my flight. No. So at that point I told him, and unfortunately, I know what you guys are all probably thinking right now. What happened to the phone? No, he still owed me money for the phone at this point, hey? He still owed me money. He owed me like a couple thousand pula, like I think 2,000 or something for the phone. That was what was left of the total. Because he had been paying me all this time. He'd like send me money. So he owed me maybe 2,000. So I went to Russia while he owed me, and then he like sent the money to an account. But then because of an economic situation, I was not able to obviously send the money to receive the money for myself. So I just gave the money to my family, and that was that. Plus, honestly, I do not want any of his money. Like I do not fancy it. I do not care for it. So I just gave the money to my family, and that was that. So guys, honestly, one thing I had like learned from this story was that like pay attention to the people who are there for you when you're really like at your lowest. And like if you're wondering what happened between like me and Masero and my other friend, like not another thing, I'm a very forgiving person, hey? I will let bygones be bygones. And I'm sure you guys can tell that I was forgiving because look at how many times I forgave this guy for everything he did to me. So Masero, after all the laughing or all the mocking and her and my other friends seeing him out and then not telling me, you know what I did? I forgave them. I did, because I don't want to carry any hate towards anybody in my life. I don't want to carry any animosity. I understand that nobody's perfect, but all I have to say about that situation, like their part in that situation, is that pay attention to how I am when things happen to you. Like this is for them and them only. Pay attention to how I treat you when bad things happen to you, and then look at the difference, and then wonder if you and me, would you still be in your life? Think about that, hey? And to Leah and Sibusiso, you guys have shown me why I have stuck beside you for all these years. You guys have shown me why I decided that like you guys are going to be my friends for life, and you've become my friends for life. Sibusiso, I've known you since I was 8 years old. You were there for me. You helped me up. I really, really appreciate you for that. Leah's my OG, guys. Leah is the main character in the story, guys. Leah was the one person that I was like, Leah had not seen me in 4 years and still had enough loyalty to tell me that, yo, this is what this guy is doing. You get what I'm saying? Maseo, you get what I'm saying? And to Frederick, Freddy. Frederick, honestly, I have no beef with you. I hold no animosity towards you. Like, I feel like you'll never truly understand how much pain you put me through, but it is what it is. It's water under the bridge. Maybe I should not have been so stupid. But like one thing I'm tired of doing, I'm tired of blaming myself for the actions of other people. I'm tired of sitting here and being like, oh, maybe if I was too this, maybe I was too that. Because no, take me as I am or don't take me at all. But yeah, never again, hey? Never again will I sit down and watch a guy treat me like that and take it in the name of like, things will get better. No, I get badly tough times. Guys, I'm not meant for that. So to you, I hold no bad blood. It is what it is. And to Kate, I love you. I respect how you treated the whole situation that day. Like you handled it like a boss, and yeah, it was so easy to like come to you and be like, yo, this guy is doing this and this to us. It was so easy. So mad respect for you, mad love for you always. So yeah, guys, basically choose your friends wisely. That's the moral of my story. Pay attention to who's there for you when you're at your worst. And don't jola in GC. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It does not end well. It's just a mess. It's just no. So guys, every single video that I do something that's called a special shout out. So a special shout out is basically where I give you guys recognition for a comment that you have left under my last video. So this video special shout out goes to Penyo Mosepedi, who commented under my last video saying, "Damn, I have never seen a high quality video like this from a Botswana creator. I'm subscribing fast." So this is the comment that Penyo left under my video, and I really liked this comment. So if you want to be this video special shout out, please subscribe to my channel. I will greatly appreciate it. I cannot stress this enough. 90% of you guys watching my videos are not subscribed. So please, if you enjoyed today's story time, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be this video special shout out, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching today's video. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and please, I cannot stress this enough, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next week. I love you guys and bye.